What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Pro Football Show. I'm your host, Juice, and today we're going to be talking about the NFC playoff picture and predicting how we foresee the season going here. I just did the AFC, so make sure you go check out that video as well. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. And coming in first place, I think is obvious. I think a lot of people have them winning the NFC and getting securing that one seed is the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, I know they have a tough schedule, but they're returning almost all their offensive players. I think they've kept all their key pieces on defense. So they have a couple of tough stretches throughout the season, but I don't know. These good teams figure out ways to win when they need it, and I just think the Eagles are a good team, and I think they come in first here with the best record in the NFC. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think anybody would be really surprised. The next closest competition is the 49ers. So it's going to be one of those two teams, obviously. I think for the one seed, I mean, we might have a surprise, but those are the two teams I see competing for that one seed. I mean, I could throw the Cowboys in there too, I guess. I could see them competing, but I don't see them winning the one seed here this year or even their division. So it's going to be close, but I got the Eagles winning it out here and getting that one seed again for back-to-back years. I know it doesn't happen a whole lot, but I just think they're a good team, and I think the NFC is going to run through the link again. So, yep. And then obviously second, like I just said, the 49ers, second best team in the NFC. I could easily see them securing the one seed, but for now, I just have the Eagles, pre-training camp, all this stuff. So we'll see how the season folds out. I like the 49ers. It's just their quarterback play. Who's starting? That's always a question. I mean, it seems like Brock Purdy's going to be back, but we don't know for sure. So once we get a for sure answer on that, I think it'll help get a better understanding of who we think is going to win this one seed, and I just see the Eagles doing it. I mean, I think it's going to come. They play each other this year. The Eagles and 49ers do in the regular season, so I think that's going to be a huge, crucial game. Because it's going to, if you have a close record, having that win over the other team is going to give you the advantage. So I foresee that being a big game. I think they play in December, November. I can't remember right now at the top of my head, but it's going to be a very important game, I think, and it's going to go a long way to securing that one seed. And then coming in third place, I have the Lions. I have the Lions. I think they're going to be a solid team this year. I'm actually really excited to watch the Lions play this year. They're going to have a dynamic offense. They still got some questions on defense, in my opinion, but that offense is definitely going to go. I think they win the division, and they're going to get their first playoff win this year. And I think it's been like 30-some years, man. So for all the Lions fans out there, I just hope you all have a great season, man, and you guys can get your first playoff win. Get that under your guys' belt. You could go deep into the playoffs this year, but I just think I think you win the divisional round. That's about it, maybe. But again, we'll see. Yeah, I like the Lions a lot. I think they're going to be a solid team. They're obviously one of the four best teams in the NFC. I mean, the NFC is not as stacked as the AFC, so I think it goes Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys, Lions, Seahawks. Those are the top five teams, in my opinion. So, yeah, I foresee the Lions winning their division. I don't think their division is going to be all that great. I mean, their division is going to be much improved from last year, but, I just don't think it's going to be it's not going to be the best division in all of football for sure. And then coming in fourth, I have the New Orleans Saints. That division is going to be a close battle between three teams. So we'll see. I like the Saints a lot. They got the best quarterback in the division right now, but Bryce Young could be that. So we'll see. But yeah, I think the Saints win their division. I just don't see them being a threat to going deep into the playoffs. To be honest, but I do foresee them winning their division and going to the playoffs here. So, yeah, and then in the wild card spot, I have the Cowboys. They're obviously the third. They're a top three team in the NFC, so they just got the best team in the conference and their division. So they're obviously not going to get a home playoff game. I mean, they could win the division. I just don't foresee it happening. But I do think they're going to They will obviously make the playoffs. They have a great roster. Their offense is explosive. Their defense is a top 5 defense, I think. So I foresee the Cowboys doing some damage here too. I think the NFC is much improved from last year. Everyone was ragging on the NFC, saying it's not that great, but I think this year they have definitely a better division than it was last year. So I think we're going to have a little bit more competition throughout the NFC this year. And then getting the second spot in the wild card, I have the Seahawks. I think they are also much improved. I love what they did in the draft. I love Jackson Smith. So that's the team's going to be fun to watch. I think they're going to push the 49ers a little bit, but I don't think they win the division, obviously. It's all dependent on Geno. And as of right now, the 49ers have a better roster, but the Seahawks are creeping up on them pretty quickly here. They got a great I think their offense is going to be really good. They got a good running game. They got 3 weapons at wide receiver now, so I foresee the Seahawks doing a little bit of damage this year. They'll be a little bit more competitive than they were last year. So, and then coming in this final spot, it's kind of my out there pick, I think, but it is the Carolina Panthers. I just love what they did this offseason. They brought in a great coaching staff. They drafted Bryce Young. They got some veteran leadership around him on the offense, like wide receiver with Thielen and Clark. So I love the addition of Miles Sanders in their backfield. But I think that, I think the Panthers are going to be a much improved team. I mean, their defense was solid. Like I said, I love the coaching staff. I love everything that the Panthers have done. So I see them squeeze it into the playoffs here and getting that last spot. And then the teams I have on the edge, on the bubble, have a chance to make the playoffs. I'm not saying they will or they won't, but they got a very good chance at making it. It would be my first one would be the Atlanta Falcons. I like what they did too. Bijan Robinson's going to be their workhorse back there, I think, but I just have questions at their quarterback. I just don't think that I don't think their quarterback's good enough, but I could be wrong. Maybe he takes that big jump. It was only his first year, Ritter. So he might have improved this offseason, but it's just a wait and see for me, and I have them on the edge, but not quite making the playoffs this year. And then the Giants, I know they made the playoffs last year. They did. They squeezed in there at the end, so I just they got a little better, but they didn't get a lot better, so I just don't see them competing with like the Eagles and the Cowboys in their own division. And like I said, this division got better, so I just think the Giants took advantage of a weak NFC and got in last year, so we'll see. But I just have them on the edge. And then I have the look on the outside looking in is the Bears as well. I'm really excited to watch the Bears. I think they are probably going to be one of the most improved teams in the NFL. Getting DJ Moore for Justin Fields was huge. They added to their offensive line, so I think the Bears are going to go could surprise some people this year. I don't think they make the playoffs, but I think they're going to be much better than what everyone is predicting them to be. And then the final team I have is the Vikings. I know everyone's like, what? They went 13-4 last year. Yeah, well, they also gave up more points than they scored, and we watched what the Giants did to them in that playoff game. They just didn't look good. Their defense isn't good. I didn't see them getting any better on defense. I think their offense is still going to go, obviously, because they have Justin Jefferson and they got Addison, but you got rid of Dalvin Cook. I just don't foresee the Vikings getting better, and I didn't think they were good. I was in the opinion last year that they weren't that good, so we'll wait and see. But I don't think they got better, that's for sure. So, but we'll see. I could be very much wrong. Maybe they did get better, but I just don't see them getting better. And that's going to be my NFC playoff predictions for this year. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What you think is going to happen. What do you think I said is absolutely crazy? Who you think is going to get in? Love to hear the feedback from you guys and what you think. So hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.